When everything else fails, fresh tactics, fresh tactics, fresh tactics. It's bad to repeat the same thing several times when attacking the enemy. This seems to be obvious to anyone with common sense, but then remember, organizations don't have common sense. And as an employee, you may often get locked up into competitive actions. In negotiations, for example, people often use the same tricks and tactics, yet they have tried them on several other people and they have failed. You have to use a wide range of possibilities and abilities. Don't stick to the same small moves. Those who play chess know that. And Musashi was very clear on this, that if you try the same thing 2 times and it fails, don't try it the third time. A smart opponent will realize this because you really expose what you want from that negotiation or maybe that sale. It's like being a swordsman and then every time you have to strike, you strike the legs or the arms. Only arms or only legs, a formidable enemy will spot this and then do a counter ploy. I understand persuading someone to say a yes after they have repetitively said a no is a challenging situation. And this is where you must have done your groundwork and have well prepared for every possibilities. Maybe you know that that person is interested in such and such a project in the future, and then maybe approach him with that project because you already know that he or she is interested in it. Or maybe sometimes you have to be really frank and then ask him or her, where am I wrong? What have I done wrong? What did you like? But of course not always, because this should be your last resort. You must have your ready approaches and tactics on how you're going to approach such a person. The bad news is that changing tactics effectively is not a one-night thing. You must have prepared beforehand. You really need to be with constant training and practicing. You're not trying something new that you've heard of, you've never done it, and you've never trusted it on someone. It really won't work out and you look vague, and the opponent will use this to his advantage and then you will be a no match. You need to broaden your range of tactics. Maybe it requires you to go for more training courses, maybe to read more books. You need to keep your opponents guessing. Otherwise, if you try those tactics, the few tactics you've learned several times, the enemy will guess what you really want and they will push you and just say what you want to hear. You can practice with a friend, get a trusted friend, and then try out some arguments and ploys. Keep records of how the meeting went. Slowly by slowly, then you start becoming better. And eventually, you have a plan of all the tactics you may need to use when going for such cases. Maybe you want to sell to a customer. Maybe you want to make a negotiation. Maybe a meeting. So thank you for watching. Watch out for my other videos. Please subscribe and give a like to this video so that you help the algorithm spread it to a wider audience. Thank you. See you next time. Bye.